Hi family, welcome back and thank you so much for coming back. Now, do you believe that there is one recipe, one particular miracle product which is all that is standing between you and long hair or wasteland hair? If you do, then this video is for you. Today, while I continue braiding the permanent parts I created in the last video, I want to tell you some less obvious things that we carry into our hair journey and that slows our progress. Had it been I stopped doing these things sooner, I probably would have wasteland hair right now. The good news is I have already stopped. Please continue watching. The first thing I stopped doing, which was holding back my progress, is that I stopped expecting products to do all the work. One thing I've noticed over the years is that many of us place a huge burden on hair growth products or hair growth recipes. So when a new recipe starts trending, or a new challenge goes viral, or a new oil comes out, we suddenly expect that one product or recipe to carry the entire responsibility for our hair, forgetting that healthy hair is usually the result of many small things working together. Of course, hair growth products can support our hair, but they cannot live our lifestyle for us. They cannot sleep for us. They cannot reduce our stress for us. They cannot eat properly for us, and they cannot undo habits that damage our hair every day. So I stopped giving too much power to hair products and recipes, and I started paying more attention to my daily habit, and this is something that I think has been working well for me. Number 2, I stopped looking for miracles and started looking for a routine. If I may be blunt, many of us are not really looking for a hair care routine that can help us help our hair. We are looking for a miracle, the one secret that will suddenly make everything easy. That's quite understandable because a routine is not particularly exciting. Consistency is not exciting. Doing the same simple things week after week is not as exciting as discovering a new hair growth secret, right? But then, when we take time, sit down and look at people who have successfully cared for their hair over the years, what usually stands out is not any miracle or any miracle product. It is usually consistency. Consistency in moisturizing consistently, consistency in handling their hair gently, consistency in protecting their hair when necessary, consistency in paying attention to their scalp and to their ends. And they patiently repeat these things over and over, not because it is glamorous, but simply because it works. So I thought to myself that the breakthrough I am waiting for may not necessarily be hidden in a new ingredient, and that I might just find it in the simple habits that I may have been overlooking. So now I am more focused on finding that routine that is ideal for me and my hair, and not some secret ingredient or recipe, because while trends come and go, healthy hair habits will always stay relevant. Number 3, I have stopped ignoring what my hair tells me. I've come to realize that one of the most underrated hair care skills is paying attention. Most often, our hair gives us information or clues. Like, it may become difficult to manage, which is a lot of information for someone who pays attention, or it may feel drier, it may feel overloaded, it may feel brittle. But instead of listening, we continue forcing the same routine or the same recipe because someone else got amazing results with it. We forget that hair is individual and that a routine that works beautifully for one person may not be ideal for another. So, Now more than ever, I try to listen to my hair as much as possible. Number 4. I've also stopped ignoring what my body goes through, what my body is going through. And this is a conversation that we really do not have enough. But life happens. There's financial stress, family responsibilities, lack of sleep, emotional stress, work pressure, and a whole lot of other things. And during those difficult seasons, while hair may not be the first thing on our minds, our body notices it. Our hair doesn't grow in isolation from the rest of us or from the rest of our body, and stress affects the body, especially our hair, in many different ways. Sometimes our hair becomes drier, sometimes shedding increases, sometimes progress feels slower. However, this doesn't mean that every hair problem is caused by stress, but it means that our well being matters. And when life happens and affects our hair as such, I no longer expect a hair growth recipe to fix it, because my hair is not a plant that I can only water from outside. Rather, I try to solve the problem from the root. Next, I have started focusing more on health rather than growth. Like many of us, everything to me used to be how fast my hair was growing, how much the hair was growing, how long my hair was growing, and or how soon the hair was growing. But then I've learned that healthy hair should come before long hair, because unhealthy hair will always struggle to retain length. So instead of always asking, how can I make my hair grow? I now ask, how can I make my hair healthy? Because growth often follows health. Last but not the least, I have stopped comparing my hair to social media. When you keep comparing your journey to social media and you come across dramatic before and after, 6 months transformation, waist length hair, you start feeling like something is wrong with you and your hair. But what you don't see always is genetics, editing, which happens a lot, extensions, different hair types, different health conditions, different routines, and so on. And comparison creates frustration, and frustration leads to panic. And when you panic, you start jumping from one recipe to another. So now I've understood that hair growth is personal and that my journey is my journey. So, family, if there is one thing that you can take away from this video, I hope it be that hair growth recipes are tools and not magic. That the real foundation of healthy long hair is consistency, patience, healthy habits, and learning what your own hair needs. Creating a better relationship with your hair might just be the answer to all your questions. Please tell me in the comment section, do you think that these changes actually matter? Since I'm trying to build permanent parts, I learned that washing my hair in those sections is going to help establish the parts, which is what I did. So I washed my hair 1 week after creating them. Alright family, thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in another video. Bye.